Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my class. Dear student, how are you all? I hope all students are well. Now I am going to start the chapter number 8. Chapter name is fraction for class 4 mathematics. In previous class, I learned find larger or smaller by putting the symbols smaller than or larger than for the same denominators. But in this class, I will try to understand find larger or smaller by putting the symbols smaller or larger for the same numerator. For example, 3 divided by 5 and 3 divided by 10. From class 3, we learned that if the numerators are same, the fraction whose denominators is larger, whose fraction is larger. In here, first fraction number 3 divided by 5. Here 5 is the denominator and it is larger than numerator. And second fraction number 3 divided by 10. In here denominator is 10 and it is larger than numerators. In two fraction number numerators are same and that is 3. In here, first fraction number denominators is 5 and second fraction number denominators is 10. Now I can use the larger than sign. Math number 2. 4 divided by 13. 4 divided by 7. In first fraction number, here's numerator is 4 and denominator is 13. In second fraction number, here numerator is 4 and denominator is 7. Here is also same numerators are same in two fraction number and that is 4. First fraction number denominators is 13 which is larger the second fraction number's denominator which is 7. Now I can use here the smaller sign. I hope all students will practice these sections math very well. Now, example 1. Arrange the following from smaller to larger and show it by symbols. Now, here is math number 1. 2 divided by 3, 2 divided by 9, 2 divided by 8 and 2 divided by 5. Solution. We know from previous lecture when the numerators are same, the denominators is. Example 1. Arrange the following from smaller to larger and show it by symbols. Math number 1. Here is the math. In math, I can see that all numerators are same. Here denominators are different. Now I can arrange it by this way. 2 divided by 9 smaller than 2 divided by 8 is smaller than 2 divided by 5 is smaller than 2 divided by 3. Because in here numerators are same, so whose denominators are smaller, whose fraction number is larger. So I can arrange this math by the way Now question number 2. 3 divided by 7, 3 divided by 10, 3 divided by 3, and 3 divided by 5. Now solution. Three divided by 10 smaller than 3 divided by 7. 3 divided by 5, 3 divided by 3. In here, there is the same process of previous math. Now, I am going to start new topics, equivalent fraction. Here is 2 steps. Now, at first, I am trying to understand the step number 1. Step number 1 is equivalent fraction is obtained by multiplying numerator and denominator of the fraction by the same number. It is the multiplying process. For example, think about how to make equivalent fraction of 1 divided by 2. Solution. This is 1 divided by 2. In here, this is numerator and this is denominator. This is the multiplying process. This numerator and denominator is multiplying by same number, such as 1 multiplying 2, 2 is multiplying 2. So I can get 2 divided by 4. In the same process, 1 divided by 2 also is multiplying by 3 and get 3 divided by 6. By the process, numerator is multiplying by 4 and denominator is multiplying 4. I can get 4 divided by 8. This process is continuous process. So I can use the other same number which is multiplying by 1 divided by 2 and get the answer get the answer. This is the main fraction number half and get the answer 2 divided by 4, 3 divided by 6, 4 divided by 8, etc. It is the fastest step. Dear student, have you got it? Now I erase it and try to show the step number 2. Step number 2 is equivalent fraction can be obtained by dividing numerator and denominator of the fraction by the same number. I can tell it this is the dividing process. Example 1. Think about how to make equivalent fraction of 6 divided by 12. Solution. Here is a fraction number 6 divided by 12. I can use the same number as a dividing number, both numerator and denominator. So at first I am dividing it by the number 2 and get result 3 and denominator is 6. But in this section all students will know the times table very well. Again 6 divided by 12 is dividing by the same number and that is 3 and get result 2 divided by 4. In the third step 6 divided by 12 is dividing by 6, which is the same number and that is 1 divided by 2. This is a continuous process and I get the result is 6 divided by 12 equal to 3 divided by 6, 2 divided by 4 and 1 divided by 2. This is the concept of equivalent fraction. Now our next math is find the missing number. Math number 1. 1 divided by 4 equals to 2 divided by missing number. What is the missing number? Now we can find out at first what is the missing number and that is what is the process to find it. Solution. I can see the first fraction number is 1 divided by 4 and second fraction number is 2 divided by something. So I have to multiply the same number in both numerator and denominator in first fraction number and that is 1 is multiplying 2 and denominator 4 is multiplying 2 because this numerator and denominator is same the second fraction number. For this reason I am multiplying the number 2 in both numerator and denominator. So I get the result 2 and 4 is multiplying 2 and get the result is 8. This 8 is the missing number. So answer is 1 divided by 4 is 2 divided by 8. Now the second number math. Here is also a math. 1 divided by 3 equals to 4 divided by something. Solution. One divided by 3, 4 divided by something. To make the same numerator in the second fraction number, I am multiplying in the first fraction number. The first fraction number is multiplying the first fraction number with 4 to make the same numerator in the second fraction number. So I get the result 4 divided by 12. Answer is 4 divided by 12, and missing number here is 12. Now question number 3. 4 divided by 10 equals to missing number divided by 5. Divided by 10 equals to missing number 5 divided by 5. In here, numerator is missing but denominator is 5. I can follow the division rule, step number 2. So I divided by the same number, that is 2, both numerator and denominator, and get the result. Here is 2 as a numerator, that is the missing number, and denominator is 5, which is similar the given fraction number. The result is 2 divided by 5. Answer 4 divided by 10. 2 divided by 5. Let's go the last one, math. Math number 4. 6 divided by 8, 3 divided by missing number. Solution. 6 divided by 8, 3 divided by missing number. In here, we can see that numerators, there are in two fraction numbers, numerator is given, that is 6 and 3. For making similar numerator, I will divide the same number, the first fraction number, and that is 2. Now 6 divided by 2, 8 divided by 2, and get result 3, and missing number is 4. So the result is 3 divided by 4. Answer is 6 divided by 8, 3 divided by 4. This, and I hope all students will practice it very well. Here is another example for a student. Example 4, that is make 3 equivalent fractions of 12 by 18 by dividing numerator and denominator of fraction by the same number. Make the 3 equivalent fractions of 12 divided by 18 by dividing numerator and denominator of fraction by the same number. Solution. This is also a dividing method for equivalent fraction, which is step 2. 12 divided by 18. Work is dividing by 2 and get result 6 by 9. Again the same process, 12 divided by 3 and 18 divided by 3. Get result 4 by 6. Now, to make the division method, I follow 12 is dividing by 2 and 18 is dividing by 2 and get result 6 divided by 9. In the same process, I use the same number for numerator and denominator to divide it, and this is 3. 12 is dividing by 3 and 18 is dividing by 3 and get result 4 divided by 6. In the third part, 12 is dividing by 6 and 18 is dividing by 6 and get result 2 divided by 3. In question, it said that make 3 equivalent fraction. So I get the result only 3 equivalent fraction, and result is answer 12 divided by 18, 6 divided by 9, 4 divided by 6, 2 divided by 3. Dear student, in my lecture sheet, many maths is given to practice. I hope all students will practice it properly. Thanks to all.